We're going to start shortly, I promise. Just let this play out for a few more seconds. The Project Game Day halftime show will begin. It ain't pleasant. We're all watching the same game. But we'll see, maybe Justin Tucker will take a 107-yard field goal or something here, and that would be neat. Hey, don't forget, we're on YouTube now as well. All shows available. Facebook Live and YouTube. YouTube.com/TuckTalksOnline. You can join us over there as well. Ravens on pace to give up 62 points today. Hey, John in Little Rock. I don't even know what the number is. What's the number? I'll choose then if I'm going to take the second half over for the Bengals. Trying to see how many yards they need to get in order to let Justin Tucker have a crack. I mean, come on. They didn't even get out of bounds in time. All right, there you go. Halftime. Project Game Day halftime show. It's brought to you by Window Nation, Glory Days Grill, and Underdog Fantasy Football. Ravens trail 31-14, and it doesn't even feel that close. On pace to give up 62 points today. Teams give up 62 points. No big deal. 62. I don't understand. Why are you acting like it's such a problem? Yeah. Yuck. Yuck. Did I mention yuck? Look, this is the big issue. The big issue is, as many people have pointed out, what exactly did you expect? They played Josh Johnson and a junior varsity defense. At some point, this was going to catch up with them. It was inevitable. It had to. It had to catch up with them at some point. Now, when Josh Johnson marched them down and they took a 7-3 lead, maybe for a second you allowed yourself to believe that it wouldn't go down the way that you thought it was going to go down. But they have nothing. They've got one cornerback left now in Tavon Young that was remotely supposed to be a part of the team, and he wasn't supposed to be part of at the outside cornerback picture. This was what was going to happen. And it's a bummer. Like, trust me, it's no fun for anybody that's choosing to watch it. But I don't know what you expected. This game was sort of decided before it ever began. And that's unfortunate, and I wish that wasn't the case, and I wish the Ravens had their players, and I wish this season hadn't derailed to the point that it's derailed. And I don't know what to make of the final 2 weeks of the season because they're not going to be out of it, and they're going to get at least somebody back, you would presume. And I don't know all the details of Tyler Huntley's vaccination status, and I don't know all the details of Lamar Jackson's ankle, but you're going to presume that they're going to have somebody playing in these last couple of games. The secondary is still going to be quite depleted. I hate saying it is what it is because it's the kind of an ultimate, FU. It's kind of an ultimate, like, who cares about anything? But it's really hard for me to care about this particular football game. This is it. I remember talking about this the season that Joe Flacco got hurt, and they were lining up Ryan Mallett and Casey Clausen. Like, I think we've gotten spoiled by the fact they've remained competitive a little bit in these games these last couple weeks to think that somehow that was a reasonable thought process that a team this depleted could continue to be competitive. They weren't going to do that. It makes it no less remarkable what they've done to this point. What they've done to this point is still somehow remarkable. But this was inevitable. I mean, this really was inevitable that we are going to get to this place with this football team. You have to have football players at some point. You can't just keep winning with no one. Come on. Come on. This is absurd. All right, well, I'll go through a few of these. From Paul, when it was 3rd and 16 on that last drive, had a glimmer of hope the Ravens could go in just down 10 and then get the ball to start the second half. Oh, well, can't really ask for much more than what Josh Johnson is doing, though. As far as judging Josh Johnson, unquestionably, this is undoubtedly as much as you could ask from him. Which doesn't mean he's an NFL quarterback. It doesn't mean that he should be starting somewhere. It just means this is as much as you could have reasonably asked for him. Somehow, the path, I don't know what the path to winning this game was. I really don't. I don't think there was one, if I'm being totally honest with you, the moment that Josh Johnson had to start. And I know that maybe we had too high of expectations for you and Tyler Huntley had to play today. Maybe we were being unreasonable about that. I just don't know what the path was going to be to victory. Yes, could goofy things occur? Did you need certain things to go right? Can you go back and revisit individual plays and bumbled snaps? And yeah, you can do all of that. We can continue to do all that. And sure, you don't want anybody playing in the National Football League to give up a 1-on-2 50-yard pass play to T. Higgins. It feels like anyone who plays a high level of football shouldn't be doing that. But come on. Come on. These aren't really football players. I guess Brandon Stevens we think is really a football player, so because he was in on that particular play, we're bummed out about it. But I don't know, man. I get it. We're watching the game, so we're supposed to talk about it. I understand that. It's supposed to be my job to talk about it. But you guys, yeah, you know. Richard, not surprising. Things finally caught up with the Ravens. Right. You can only put so many backups to backups to backups out there before at some point it just isn't going to work any longer. And I think it would be more palatable if we just knew the season was over. It was definitely easier. That year that Joe Flacco got hurt, because they'd gotten off to a slow start that season, by the time the quarterback got hurt, not the second time when Lamar Jackson came in. I'm going back. You're going to have to remind me what years. 15, 16? I'm sorry. All the years run together now for me. But at that point, you just knew. And you could kind of make your decision as to whether or not you even wanted to watch the games. You can kind of say to yourself, you know what, I don't really want to spend my Sunday afternoon doing this. I will do anything else. Now, part of the problem these days is we're all back inside again because COVID has torn us apart once more. But for God's sakes, it's tough because we feel like there's still something to be played for. Coming into today, the Ravens still had a chance to win the division, a reasonable chance. They were just trying to do it with the Essex Community College football team. I mean, a couple of real guys. I mean, Calais Campbell, Tyus Bowser, Patrick Queen. Those are real players, but that's, and the receivers are still real. Mark Andrews is still real. Hollywood Brown, Rashad Bateman, who looked great on that first drive. Carter, what's up, Carter? Wink Martindale doesn't look cool with his sleeveless sweatshirt look when our defense is bad. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? They don't have any cornerbacks. None. They don't have one. Now, they've had opportunities. If you want to complain about something, they definitely have had opportunities to make plays in the backfield. There have been plays to be had, sacks specifically. There have been plays available to try to take down Joe Burrow, and they haven't been made. So if you want to be disappointed by that, I can listen to that. It's disappointing they haven't made those sacks when they've had the opportunity to. John says the number for the numbers for the Bengals in the second half are 21.5. I get it. They've already given up 31. I don't know. Will, Glenn, thanks for adding in the YouTube option. Josh Johnson has played admirably, but secondary injuries against Cincinnati wide receivers equals trouble. Correct. 100%, Will, this is the wrong group. Now, somebody would say, hey, the Packers, this was the same group that played a week ago against the Packers, except Anthony Averett got hurt too. But overwhelmingly, you saw what happened against the Packers. I mean, maybe it wasn't quite this level of a bloodbath, but it wasn't like they played well. They were okay for one or two drives during the course of the game. This is not an NFL secondary. This is not a National Football League caliber secondary. And because of that, you're kind of getting what you're getting. And it sucks. It sucks because we all just want answers. We just want to know, is the season over? Can we just stop caring? Can we stop getting invested emotionally? Can we make other plans for next Sunday instead of going to the Rams game? Can we what do we do? Should we sell our tickets for the Steelers game? Like those are the questions that we're asking ourselves. And unfortunately, we're not going to get those answers. Today is going to be what it is, and the Ravens are still going to be alive in the hunt for a wild card. The division's going to be over. That's done. There will not be any play for the division now. But they'll still be in the hunt for the wild card. And who knows? I get it. It would have been nice if the Titans would have lost to the 49ers. It would have been nice if the Colts would have lost to the Cardinals last night. Those things would have been helpful. This is what we're doing. This is where we are. Sports fans, the wait is over. The all-new FanDuel Sportsbook is now open at Live Casino and Hotel in Hanover, Maryland. Bet on every sport with self-service kiosks and watch all of the action from the best seat in the house. I need just a quick minute here, and then we'll come back in. We'll talk about what maybe could go crazy in the second half. I mean, sure, why not? We'll talk about it. It's the Project Gameday halftime show. Come in for Glory Burgers, Glory Wings. There's glory for everyone at Glory Days Grill. Enjoy their award-winning burgers, ribs, and wings, or try our fresh salads, hand-cut salmon, or our scrumptious sandwiches. Yum! Come in for our daily specials every weekday, like $6.99 burgers on Mondays and $5.99 nachos on Thursdays. And watch football on their big screens every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Dine in and let us serve you, or order online at glorydaysgrill.com and take it home. Visit us at glorydaysgrill.com for a location near you. Glory Days Grill, great food, good sports.
The latest issue of Press Box is available now, and it's our very special annual Best Of issue. On the cover, we celebrate Justin Tucker as our Mo Gabba Sports Person of the Year, honoring his historic on-field achievements, but also the unprecedented relationship he shared with Baltimore. Inside, we recognize the top people, performances, and moments of 2021, including Cedric Mullins' incredible season and the dominance of local Paralympic athletes. Press Box is available for free at over 500 area locations, including 60 Royal Farm stores. And you can always find the entire edition, as well as the best daily coverage of the Orioles, Ravens, and Terps at PressBoxOnline.com.
Hey, it's Glenn Clark for Window Nation. Cold weather has arrived, and that means one thing: higher energy bills. But the good news is that Window Nation is here to help. For a limited time, get 50% off all style windows, bays, bows, double hung, and sliders, plus a house of windows for only $99 a month. Rising natural gas prices are affecting everyone, but new Window Nation windows can help. Get 50% off any style window and a house of windows for only $99 a month. Call Window Nation today at 866-90NATION or go online at windownation.com. That's December only. Tell them Glenn Clark sent you.
All right, getting ready for the start of the second half between the Ravens and the Bengals. The NFL chick, Sarita Hubbard, will join me post-game, and that might start in 20 minutes or so. I mean, whenever she gets here, basically. We'll probably be able to start the post-game. We're not going to start it before the start of the fourth quarter, but, you know, it's not looking like. I know we said that a week ago, and then crazy things happened. It ain't looking like we're going to have to hold out to the end of the game. John, yeah, you think they're only going to score 21 in the second half, so the hook might kill you? Yeah, maybe. But they're also at some point, like with a big enough lead, they might just stop trying. There is that, and so I don't feel great about that number either. Joe Burrow threw for 300 yards in the first half. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. You know what else it is? It is still one more opportunity for you to get some free money to play Underdog Fantasy Football. As if you use the code PRESSBOX when you sign up, we'll match your deposit up to $100. It's fun. You can play player props, parlays, weekly and daily fantasy games, not just football, but basketball, hockey, everything. UnderdogFantasy.com or download the Underdog app. We'll see you when it's over. This has been the Project Gameday Halftime Show.